Ask any college student what stress is, and I'm sure finals and tuition will be among the list. I think it's safe to say that everyone here has experienced stress before, whether it be due to test anxiety or more personal issues like financial aid. I've done a lot of research, and after hearing from such credible sources as the American Psychological Association and the Annual Review of Clinical Psychology, I believe you will all agree that stress is an important subject. Since stress seems to be a recurring theme to many of us, I'd like to take the time to explain what exactly stress is, where it comes from, and its effects on our bodies. Generally, the idea of stress is prominent in many cultures and mirrors everyday experiences for most people. According to Schneiderman, Ironson, and Siegel from the Annual Review of Clinical Psychology, stress represents the effects of anything that threatens psychological stability. To go further, there are 5 stages in the stress process. First comes the recognition of an environmental demand, which could range from rent being due to the telephone ringing. Next is an evaluation of that demand by asking whether the demand poses a threat and if the resources to deal with that demand are available. The reaction of the nervous system comes next, including the release of stress hormone cortisol and increased heart rate. The 4th stage is the physical response to the threat, which sometimes is characterized as the fight or flight response. And the final stage is the return to stability. There are also several different types of stress. Acute stress, episodic acute stress, and chronic stress are the most common kinds. Acute stress is the most common. This short-term type of stress arises from demands of the near future. Episodic acute stress occurs when acute stress is suffered frequently. Those with episodic acute stress are described to have ceaseless worries and seem to exert a nervous energy. Chronic stress occurs when it seems that demands from the past and for the future are relentless and everlasting. This type of stress stems from traumatic experiences and often occurs when someone doesn't see any way out of a stressful situation. These 3 types of stress can occur for several different reasons. Stress is caused by stressors, which are essentially the environmental demands recognized in stage 1 of the stress process. According to Schneiderman, Ironson, and Siegel, stressors have effects on a mood, sense of well-being, behavior, and health. Some causes of acute stress can include getting a new job or a traffic jam. Stressors could also include missing a deadline, upcoming tests, or even having to give a speech. Chronic stressors can range from poverty to unhappy marriages. Even caring for a relative or being unhappy with a career can cause chronic stress. These types of stress come with a number of effects on the mind and body. The symptoms of stress can be both good and bad, according to the American Psychological Association. Acute stress can result in thrill and excitement, since acute stress is so short-lived. Other effects of acute stress include emotional distress, such as anger, anxiety, and irritability, muscular problems, including headaches and back pain, and even stomach and gut issues, such as heartburn. Effects of episodic stress can include unrelenting tension headaches and migraines, chest pain, and even heart disease. Chronic stress can have more grave results, such as continuing neurobiological issues, anxiety, and even heart attacks. Overall, stress is a reaction of anything that can be perceived as a threat. There are 5 stages in the stress process, and there are 3 common types of stress. The types of stress can be caused by several different reasons, and in the end, the stress itself can cause issues. From this speech, I'd like everyone to consider the stress process and its effects with midterms approaching and the semester becoming more strenuous.